What's up, you guys? My name is Wolfie, and welcome back to Valley. This music gets me every time. I'm never used to it being so peaceful. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I get so crazy and sporadic and fun and like wee about the game. The Valley, known for its formerly as Area 631, to the military has been ascribed the name Susurrus by the anthropological department. The game is also doing something really funky. Forgot about that. Lately it's been very, or not lately, but today when I tried to record, it didn't work. And then right there it stopped responding again. So, I have to do this all over again. So I don't know why it's doing that, but hopefully it won't do that throughout the game and it's fixed now, but we'll see. Okay, so we're back here. That took me a while to get to. I figured it out. I was like, I can't start the episode again not knowing what to do. I figured it out. There's broken rubble right here. It kept leading me right here. And that's all I had to do to finish that chapter. Oh my god. The life seed found within the valley, produced once every 1,000 years from the so-called Titan tree, has been confiscated by the military and taken to the Somafac facility for scientific purposes. All I had to do was that. And somehow I jumped way past it and glitched the game. But, I mean, that's okay. I had fun running around. I found a new medallion and something else. I can't remember. But now we're back. Thank you. Thank you. That was kind of you for giving that to me, but I'll give it back. No trees or orbs nearby. Take energy from storage cells to restock your reserves. Where's the storage cell? Is it in here? Hello? Or is it this? Oh, that's cool. Oh, but it only has so much, and I'm a fucking idiot because I just absorbed all of it. You're now in... I don't want to go to detention, Miss Teacher. I'll be good. What the fuck happened here? Note from a guard. I'd give anything to a Pathfinder, but there's no way I'd ever be... Oh, to be a Pathfinder, but there's no way I'd ever be eligible unless I suddenly lost 60 pounds. That'll never happen. Too bad. I bet I could pick up a lot of girls in those things. Andrew Fisher audio logs. Why are they sparking? Oh, it's the thing behind it.
September
Interesting.
17th, 1942. My name is Andrew Fisher, leading physicist and head of Project Pendulum. Pendulum is the research and development project directed by the Army Corps of Engineers to produce a weapon of mass destruction that can bring an end to the war.
Super weapons?
Unconditional surrender of our enemies. In response to the spy-ridden efforts of the Manhattan Project,
I need to read.
By my cohort, Robert Oppenheimer, Pendulum has been founded under the utmost secrecy. Funds, pride, and soldiers' lives are all on the line in a race to win the war, thus giving rise to the name Pendulum.
Oh, so they're like wondering which one's more important. Obviously, people's lives. Note from a researcher. Within the Soma facility, we are surrounded by the Amrita fuel slugs extracted from the valley. As such, we tend to be isolated from the effects of the Pathfinder's quantum death side effects. I was amazed to one day step out of the facility to see scores of trees dead around me. Oh. So they die in here by like experimenting and then it messes up, but then they live again because of the quantum death, but they don't realize the impact that they're having because they don't see the trees outside. But they're like, oh, well, nothing happened. but then they go outside and they see just the devastation they've caused. That's deep. That should, oh god! That should tell humanity a thing or two. Why are you so mean, huh, bees? What have I ever done to you? All I've ever done is give you my energy, and you just shoot at me for no reason. I don't want to take all of it, just in case I fuck up somewhere. And if anybody has ever watched this channel, they know, oh boy, I'm gonna mess up somewhere. It's so dark in here. And I don't think it's dark in the, like, when I edit it back, because I don't have a blinding light right here to make sure that my ugly sides don't show. What have we got?
As a precaution to both Nazi and Soviet espionage, Pendulum's location and purpose is unknown to the outside world. Taking a cue from the Manhattan Project, only a small few know of Pendulum's purpose, operating under the guise of an alternative energy project. As it came to light that Manhattan had been
there it
plagued
is.
with espionage, it was agreed
I knew
upon
there
to
had to be
shroud
something.
Pendulum within the government itself. All those who knew of Pendulum's true intent are here. Though admittedly extreme, we can ensure an ironclad umbrella of secrecy. Information can only come in, and none can go out. As far as anyone outside this valley knows, Pendulum does not exist. This valley does not exist.
Well, now it does. And you had better believe your sweet, smelly ass that I'm gonna tell people. Do I even... Ooh, that's beautiful. It's so cool because the sun's setting too. The sun's setting too. That scared the absolute loving, beautiful people out of me. Like, that legitimately scared me, and I don't know why. It's because I was gonna ask, I wonder what'll happen when it gets dark. And I'm scared of the dark. Oh. Why, hello there. Pull the mic away from the speaker. It won't static as much. Note from Andrew Fisher. Due to the power strain as the reactor ramps up production to meet our increased quota, we've experienced frequent power outages. As such, I've ordered Amrita generators as a there's my inner Boston coming out. Is a backup power source to be temporarily installed throughout the facility. Blackouts should cease to occur. Note from a researcher. I finally get to see one of those orbs out in the wild while I was on leave for the day. There's something surreal about them. I stared into it for who knows how long, because it's a literal orb of energy. Like, that's nothing that we can comprehend. Note from, I'll finish my thing in a second. Note from a worker. We better finish up this project soon. Those supply drops are only scheduled to arrive for a few more months. Otherwise, due to the isolation policy, we're on our own. The isolation. I wonder if that's like, you're doing research on something so long and you're not allowed to tell people, but they're only going to fund it for so long. The pilots know nothing of this operation other than their orders to drop off supplies to this location until the end of this year. I think they were told this is for a mining operation. No wonder Fisher is going mad over our timelines. But yeah, it's a literal ball of energy. We can't physically comprehend. Like, when you think of energy, you think, oh, like, energy that you need to go work out or run, or energy you get from food, or like, the light bulb has energy, and lightning. Electricity is energy. But you never really fathom seeing it. So, to see energy, that would be so cool. I keep hearing noises and scaring me. Note from Private Riley. I've been ordered to patrol the Soma facility again today. I've circled through the same rooms 30 times since noon. At least I get to smile at the cute scientist. Oh, he's got a crush. In the pressure chambers each time. She hasn't smiled back at me yet. I hope she doesn't find me creepy. Well, everybody knows if you ever find a girl somewhere, anywhere, in the street, in a coffee shop, anywhere, and you just smile at them every day that you walk by, they definitely won't find you creepy. And if anything, they'll find you more attractive for doing that. Believe me. Oh God. There's 2 of them. Oh, I'm even not hitting them. Or I'm not even hitting them. I'm not thinking correctly because I'm being shot at. I'm so sorry. Okay. Is there any more? No, there's no more. I wonder why power pacifies them. Note from a researcher: the energy orbs growing here are the key to the valley. Pendulum completely depends on the vast magnitude of energy these orbs contain within them. Regardless of where they came from, they are the key to ending the war. Through Pendulum, we can harness the so-called Amrita energy of the orbs and release it however we see fit. Oppenheimer's atomic bomb will pale in the comparison to what we can produce here. So all of this is just for war. So many good things could come out of this. Like natural energy for the rest of everyone's life. And you're thinking about war. Note from a researcher: that no good Simmons is sucking up to Fisher again. He's always first to volunteer for assignments, which is no surprise as Fisher can hardly enter a room without him following. He's not even all that smart, just great at agreeing with everything Fisher has to say. Is that how you get ahead these days? Pretty much. Note from a worker: Ralph, I saw you take a sip of my coffee this morning. It wasn't the first time either. You know how scarce coffee is getting around here. Please stop sipping my coffee, Frederick. Note from a worker: I'm getting real sick of your attitude, Ralph. I saw you sneak into my office to steal my pencils again. I'm running low and really need them for my work. The next supply drop isn't until the spring. Oh, they flew into me. Okay. Stop stealing my pencils, please and thank you. Frederick. Wow. Seems like Ralph is a real problem around the office. You dang, Ralph. Ooh. I didn't even see this one. Reminder notification. Area 634 isolation policy is currently in effect. All vehicles and personnel entering the site can no longer leave until project completion. The rail tunnel and airport will remain closed. I did it again. I said airport. Will remain closed until that time. All communication is in full lockdown. Thomas Wilson, head of Pendulum Transportation. There's notes everywhere. Memo: please report any suspicious activity to an officer immediately. Any hesitation could place the entire operation in jeopardy. Note from a psychologist: I always wanted to be a psychologist, so I'll be able to. Maybe I wrote this in the future. Several guards on night watch have reported large creature sightings. That's why I said I wonder what'll happen at night. Some of them are a little shaken up to it. It might just be that being stuck out here in the middle of nowhere for so long is finally getting to them. Either way, we'll need a full animal psychological assessments. For all personnel in the near future. Charlotte Smith Psychological Operations. The other thing I don't understand, it makes sense that they're writing everything down. Note from a researcher: a large-scale extinction event occurred in North America near the end of the Pleistocene period. Interestingly, the epicenter of the extinction seems to stem from this valley's location. Could Area 634 have anything to do with it? I understand why they're writing everything down. Like, I understand more so.
I can't believe it. I'm almost at a loss.
Just cut me off, no problem.
This is the discovery of a lifetime. No, of the 20th century. Have I found Schrodinger's cat? This is beyond my wildest imagination. As a result of the reaction between the Amrita energy and the Pathfinder's own life force, they experience what I have dubbed quantum death. When a Pathfinder dies while wearing the suit, their consciousness branches into a new reality, unharmed. They achieve quantum immortality.
I hear bees. No from yup. Oh my god. They're like burst shots. Ah! Oh. Note from Researcher Miller. Today, one of the guards patrolling the Summer Factory facility walked by. I asked him if he was keeping an eye on things. I don't think he got it. Boo! 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 Down in front! Down in front! Boo! It's not much better than any of the jokes I ever make, though. But yeah, I understand why they're writing everything down, because being here isolated can make them go crazy pretty easily. But why would they just leave them around for anyone to find? That's the part I don't understand. Oh, this is a bathroom. Can I go real quick? Can I take off my Valley suit and go real quick? I'm starting to get scared. Wow, the vegetation in this place really took over. Note from a researcher: the leaf suit may prove to be the pinnacle feat of Pendulum. The ability to manipulate life and death using the God Hand, the agility, and the ability to circumvent death, all thanks to the Amrita energy converted from this valley's orbs. We can create the ultimate soldier. The Mark II's success will herald a new wave of iterations. Note from Private Matthews: the way Edwin makes a show with Virginia all the time really makes my teeth grind. Everyone knows that romantic involvement between personnel is prohibited, yet no one does anything about it. Why does he get to run around with a girl while the rest of us sit around and play poker for the 9,000th time? It's over 9,000 times! Sorry, I had to. As soon as I saw 9,000, I was like, I have to. I don't care who hates me for saying it. I gotta do it. Loud. Loud.
Welcome to the Pathfinder program. You've been selected among an elite few.
He's like, I want it.
Experimental study to test out Pendulum's newly designed leaf suit. Do you have what it takes to master the marvels of this groundbreaking technology? Pathfinders are
I'd like to think that I do.
To produce bombs of unparalleled yield, we rely upon the life seed housed within a reactor found deep underground beneath the Soma facility. By harvesting the high energy yield orbs found within the valley, we pass their energy through the life seed, which acts as a sort of amplifier, magnifying the energy to unprecedented levels. The explosives we create here
An underground
will dwarf
reactor?
anything the Manhattan Project could ever possibly fathom.
Whoa. Don't do that, please. I don't like this music that's popping up. Okay, it's different when it's bees, because I know how to deal with them and I know what they are. But I had no idea why the music was kicking up. Note from Researcher Miller: I've been trying to think of new puns all day about the stored energy of an object. I think a lot of them have potential. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, you're all a bunch of comedians. Take my job. Why don't you do YouTube for me? You're much funnier. They're actually really good jokes. They're the kind of jokes that I super love, because I love stupid, corny, dumbass, everybody hates jokes. Note from a researcher: I thought the bombs being created were impressive enough, but it's that new weapon prototype that will undoubtedly steal all the attention. It's being called Thanatos. Can I, like, meet a new person, please? I'm starting to go crazy, just like everybody else. Note from Andrew Fisher: it was soon discovered that if the Pathfinder has a vision of their own death, it is in fact them actually dying. Instead of remaining dead, they branch into a new wave of reality. I knew it! I said a new dimension. I knew it. Whereupon they continue to live, albeit at the cost of an equivalent amount of life within that branch. To put it painfully, if the Pathfinder wearing the leaf suit dies through some accident, their death is traded with the life of a nearby living thing. They achieve quantum immortality. But at what cost? Other lives. Note from Andrew Fisher: effectively, those wearing leaf suits gain the ability to deny the eventuality of wave function collapse. In other words, the ability to branch through various objective realities as part of the many-world theory of quantum mechanics. With this ability, Pathfinders have visions of themselves dying. Each time this occurs, something nearby dies, such as an animal or nearby vegetation. Yeah, you said that in the last note. Note from the same guy. Tracing the life seed's location was a simple matter. After years of tracking the epicenter of the Pleistocene extinction event, I was led to this valley location. I couldn't believe my eyes. Upon immediate examination in one of the orbs, I discovered their vast energy potential. With the help of the Pathfinders, I was able to locate the life seed within the valley. Oppenheimer won't believe his ears upon hearing the marvels I've accomplished. When I met Einstein at Princeton, oh, this was long ago, I couldn't help but see a hint of Oppenheimer reflected in him. I was astonished by his clairvoyance into the makeup of our universe, viewing the experience of all things natural and spiritual in perfect unison, with the self acting as little more, stop making noise please, than an optical illusion in the perpetual flow of the universe. When Oppenheimer and I studied Indology under Arthur Ryder, I could see that same compassion and empathy for all the living things brewing within him. So this Andrew guy, someone making these. Stop it. That's loud. Note from a researcher. Quantum death and immortality using leaf technology is a a fascinating field of study. Using the tech, a person could live out a full life without fear of an accident cutting it short. Albeit, the use of immortality is a misnomer, as the user simply shifts to a new timeline wherein they are still alive. This can only hold true until all practical timelines are exhausted. For example, an elderly man dying of natural causes is unlikely to shift into a timeline where they do not die, as that parallel world is very likely or very unlikely to exist. Okay, so it's saying if I die of old age, I can't die and then go to another dimension where I didn't die of old age, because at some point each dimension starts becoming the same thing. Am I gonna get to a new checkpoint part? Whoa, really flew that time. What's happening? Oh. Here I am climbing like a dummy when I could have just done that. What am I doing?
Suffering. The natural life here seems to be slowly dwindling. Edwin thinks I'm crazy, but I see it becoming quieter.
I don't have enough acorns, damn it.
That self-righteous anthropologist is stirring up trouble again. Her moral objections to this project are the last thing I need on my mind. If it weren't for the isolation policy, I'd have her removed from the premises and sent back home.
Were they harming the valley? Yes. Yes, they were. So many loud, just out of nowhere noises that scare me. Oh god. Oh god, there's two. There's two of them. And they're so fast. Just gotta get a few hits in on them and then I'm good. That's all I need to do. Yay! I was wondering if that was going to be the next part. The orbs that grow within the valley yield vast deposits of energy. Pendulum aims to win the war by harnessing this energy using the life seed. I guess I wasn't reading fast enough for you. A new upgrade! Oh, well, we're going to wait. That's a cliffhanger ending if I've seen one. And, never mind. That was a lot of reading. That was a learning episode if I've ever seen one. But I still love this game so much. And it's a lot more fun out in the wilderness, but I guess there is this story that you have to get to at one point, so that makes sense. But I really like it, and you guys keep asking for it, and you seem to like it, so I'm going to make sure we finish out the series. But tell me what you guys think down in the comments. And for now, thank you everybody so much for watching this video. Tom and Ya! People have been asking for this, but I need to play Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator again soon, so gotta do that.